On swivel.
Wait, you're doing what now?
We're not starting the show like that. We're not starting like that.
Can you say it again, please? Please.
No. You're not recording this, are you?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm definitely recording this.
Yeah, we are.
Fine, we're back. We're back. How are you guys doing today?
Doing well, man. Had my coffee. I'm good.
Your coffee? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. G, how are you? You're well? You're good? Okay. All right. Thanks, G.
G got that Black Panther shirt on.
Yeah. See how that goes every time? Thank you guys for tuning in as always. Grassroots Podcast. Be sure to subscribe. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Hit the notification button to be notified for our latest to the greatest episodes. I am one of the hosts here today, Brandon Killabh Hall.
I'm the man of 1,004 aliases.
I'm Wylson.
Why is it 1,004? Why can't it just be 1,000? Like, you're the guy that will be like, yo, I'll be at your house in 3.2 seconds versus saying like 5 minutes. Like, it's just weird.
Nah, man, because...
Does it play on who? Dean Malenko?
No. Dean Malenko and Chris Jericho. But you don't know this. You're not a wrestling fan, so I wouldn't expect you to know this stuff.
I used to be a wrestling fan, and I know who that is.
You don't know who
that
Dean
comes
Malenko
from the
is.
same cloth of Rey Mysterio and everyone else. Don't disrespect me.
He threw out a name.
Yo,
I watched wrestling. What are you talking about? I watched wrestling. I was a wrestling enthusiast until I grew up and became a man.
Yeah.
Like,
How do you watch that shit as an adult?
yeah, like, what do you...
Yo, Wilson, don't do that, because I showed you AEW and you was like, yo, this shit is fire.
I don't know.
So you brought him into you're an operative.
He made that up.
You're a double op. You're a double op. All right, that's fine.
Lies.
Lots to cover today. Let's start with Robert De Niro giving 0 fucks. So Robert De Niro was recently on a interview with Fox News, one of the rare interviews that he normally does, where he was criticized by Fox analysts about his take on President Trump. Now, De Niro did go on to say pretty much fuck the president. His stance is still the same. The guy interviewing him pretty much said, well, hey, we can't get in trouble for the curse, but this is a Sunday. And he was like, yeah, I don't really give a fuck. I know that it's not really much to talk about here, but I think more of this will start to come out now, I guess, with everything that's happening. What do y'all think?
I mean, it's no shock him saying that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not really taking back. I don't even know why this is trending right now.
He's married to a black woman, right?
I think they recently got divorced.
They got divorced.
Oh.
But he prefers...
White guys who marry black women don't give a fuck.
He prefers Afro-American sisters.
Yeah. So...
It's no secret about that.
They're usually just more laid back is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree. But my only thing is with him, he's been very vocal. He's the exact opposite of what you would think. Like, but you can't really blackball like Robert De Niro,
Bobby
right?
D?
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you like, what can really be done? And he, judging by his gray hair, he looks like he's of the age where you just start.
Are you still married to her?
Oh, he's still married to her.
Yeah.
Oh, she's pretty. So he divorced one black woman and got with another one.
Squad.
Legend.
Like my man Leo and Django. Once that black love gets a hold of you, it's like tar.
But even, truth be told,
That's what he said.
let's say if he wasn't into black women, I still feel like he would be like that.
Yeah.
Like Robert De Niro is very much a New Yorker and very much seemed or comes across like the type of person that is a no-nonsense type of person. I like that.
You know what it is New Yorkers know Trump.
Well,
You know,
yeah.
and we've been
Yeah.
dealing with him for years. So it's just like, yo, dog, you let this dude win. And he's nothing but a hustler from Queens.
Yeah.
That's literally what he is. He's nothing but a hustler from Queens, and he's gonna keep selling you like, oh yeah, this is great, it's fantastic, everything's wonderful, it's the best. it's like when he sells houses, it's the best. Can't beat the location.
Yeah.
It's great. That's what he does. So when you hear Bobby say like, yo, fuck him, talking about the Fox anchors who criticize him for saying fuck the president, it's like, dog, I'm tired.
Yeah.
You know, and I it's understandable. You know, now President Trump is trying to throw Mike Pence under the bus. Mm-hmm. You know,
Now, mind you, Pence is the same person that was going to bat at some point, and now
he's the
it's
fall guy.
Oh yeah, he's definitely the fall guy. You can see how this. I really feel like this is one big episode of House of Cards. Have y'all seen House of Cards right now? Yeah. Is this not reminiscent of House of Cards? Just how the presidency goes and everything. Like, it's just
Yo, he's a gangster, like Bobby D said, man.
Well, it's like what Robert De Niro said. He said, yo, he operates as if he's above the law. He also operates as if no repercussion will follow from his actions. So when you have somebody...
He hasn't had any yet.
Well, yet.
He's Teflon Don, man.
Well, what do y'all make... And we're not the political podcast. What do y'all think about the whole moving to impeach thing?
That's all just for show.
Yeah.
Even if he gets impeached, that doesn't mean he's out of office.
No, I think that...
Yeah.
But when you get impeached, it's more so they ask you to step down.
They're more so just besmirching. Yeah, but you could just say no. Bill Clinton got impeached.
I know that, but my thing is, I feel like it's one of those things where, like, if you're working for, like, let's say, like a Fortune 500, right, and you're the CFO, and the big dogs come to you and say, hey, listen, check this out. Your services are no longer needed, but we don't want to fire you. We want you to just step down. And
then I'm not moving.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's one of those things where when it's said to you a certain way, it's not implied that it's an option. It's either this or we will force you out. I don't know how impeachment works.
Well, they can only force you out if you committed a crime.
Yeah.
Like Nixon.
Well,
he quit.
He stepped down.
And also, hold on.
Well, he had to.
Yeah, because they caught. But you can't.
Bill Clinton catching BJ's in the most comfortable office in the world, that's not a crime.
And if I'm not mistaken, you can't charge a sitting president with a crime.
Yeah, you can't. You can't. That's what I read. There was something I read with the Johnson impeachment. I wanted to go over it, but I'll save it for another day. But there was something around why this was so important.
Well, here's what I don't like, right? Here's what I don't like. We should take the process of voting him out, because you open Pandora's box, in my opinion, that if I don't like you, then I'm just going to go around telling everybody that you're a scumbag. And if I have no real evidence that you committed anything, then I'm going to use public opinion to get you out. And that's not the way it should work.
You're right. But I don't think they're going off of public opinion. They're going off of transcripts. Now, mind you, and that's where it's not clear. Some reports are saying that the transcripts are not redacted. Then other outlets are saying that it is redacted. So I guess we don't really know where we stand, but whatever is happening, something is there, right? They felt this be the time for them to go and act, right? So, and mind you, again, it could be very, very premature. This could be a huge mistake on Democratic behalf, but they're moving pretty certain, like they've heard some things and have some legitimate.
Have nothing.
They could be doing it because the election's coming up, just to make them like look bad.
Yeah,
true. But my thing is this: but Congress, whoever approves this, because again, I'm not the big political guy, but whoever approves this impeachment, right? I'm sure they would have to see A to Z in order to move forward with even humoring this impeachment. That's not true.
I think you would just be like, I hate this nigga.
No, it doesn't work. No, it doesn't work.
That's what happened to Bill Clinton.
That's what happened to Bill Clinton. You tried to impeach him for getting fellatio in the office, bro.
No.
And then somebody snitched on him.
No, I think it's because he lied on it. No? He lied.
Still doesn't matter.
Under oath.
Is that a crime?
It's no crime.
Under oath.
Is that the lying under oath?
It is under oath. He lied under oath, and I don't know. Can we check that? Because I don't want to be the wrong.
How we got there, Brandon, is he got a BJ in the office, and somebody
hold on. Let me let Chris talk.
Yeah, so they voted to impeach Clinton for perjury and obstruction of justice, but the Senate acquitted him easily. The president was popular, so the impeachment effort was viewed as partisan, and enough senators concluded that the crimes were not serious to
Yeah.
He played the saxophone
the
on
justice
Arsenio
of
Hall.
a non-crime.
Yeah.
Well,
He played the sax on Arsenio Hall.
I hear you, but all I'm saying is that he was that was perjury. That's why. So there is a crime. So I say all that to say that they clearly are moving forward because they feel some sort of crime was committed. Now, mind you, that's probably unbeknownst to us because we'll never know the actual truth.
You going off of your feelings? Come on, everybody.
No,
I feel like he did something wrong.
I didn't say that. I just said that they said they heard or read transcripts, and that's why it's whatever is in that paperwork, they are pretty adamant about it, and we'll just leave that there.
Whatever. He's not going anywhere.
Maybe not, but it's entertaining. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
All right.
D.
And did you call Robert De Niro Bobby?
Bobby D?
You don't know him. Stop it.
You don't know him.
Stop it.
What? I can't say Bobby D?
Call him Rob De Niro like everybody else.
Yeah,
Robert.
You're not on a
actually.
first name basis with him.
You don't know
I
that.
agree. You're not.
You don't know that.
What's his birthday?
I knew that's what you were trying to portray.
Yeah, I know.
Like you guys were close buds.
All right, we off that. More pressing news to get to that's way more important. Spider-Man is officially back with the MCU.
Sony folded like a house of cards.
You think so?
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
so?
Kevin Feige set that up lovely. So that's chess. It's not checkers, man.
Well, that's what people are saying. They said that this whole big, I guess, blueprint was all a part of what he was trying to do long term, and this worked out to his plan. What do you think?
Sony, where are you going? You're going to take your little Spider-Man, you're going to take your ball, I'm going to go home. And you already revealed who Peter Parker was in that universe, and now you're going to try to
And how you gonna leave us like that? You know what I'm saying?
shoehorn
They
him
really was
into-
gonna leave fans like us, like just like that. That's it. Like we supposed to just think of what the next movie is supposed to be and just make our own movie. Like how could they do something like that?
You're going to try to shoehorn
Yeah, I
him
don't
into
know.
the
I don't
Venom.
know. So for the fans that don't know what's going on, over last week really, Marvel and Universal announced that Spider-Man, a third installment of Spider-Man, will be included and made with Tom Holland. It will also be I guess one of the last things or last films in the MCU that will be encompassed in that whole phase. They also said that Spider-Man will also make appearances in future Marvel movies. They have not yet said what movies that will be in, but they did make that announcement. And they also said that one of the terms, I guess, is that Spider-Man, I guess the name of Spider-Man or the brand of Spider-Man can't be on the marquee or any posters, but it can be in the, he'll be in the films, I guess. I guess where does that leave us? Like, does that suffice or?
I'll take it.
Right? Because I'd rather that than him not being there at all. Like, to your point, the last Spider-Man movie ended great, and then we were almost left with just leaving it just like that. They were going to remove him from the MCU as a whole and from the entire storyline. I don't know how that works considering he was the gel with everything. Between Iron Man, between the universes, and now with Mysterio coming into play.
A.K.A. Tekashi.
Yeah, he's like Tekashi, right?
Tekashi 6ix9ine revealed who Spider-Man was at the end of Far From Home.
That's what happened. So I'm excited about this. Did you guys see the Tom Holland the tweet the Instagram post right after it?
No.
So Tom Holland, once the news broke, Tom Holland took to his Instagram. Yeah, I think it's only Instagram, but he took to his Instagram to post the clip from Wolf on Wall Street with Leonardo DiCaprio. He says, "You know what? I'm not fucking leaving.
Yep.
I'm not fucking leaving.
I'm not leaving.
Show goes on."
That's funny on Tom Holland's part. That is
Yo,
hilarious.
how great is Tom Holland though? Like honestly, how can you not like that kid?
I love him.
He's creative and he's really, really witty.
Y'all was calling him a curse before.
Oh no, he's still cursed. What are you talking about? He's still cursed.
But nah, that movie, he was supposed to come out with a movie that never saw the light of day.
Yo, anytime he is involved, bad things happen. Like I know he's supposed to be on Uncharted, and then I think he leaked that or something, and then he's leaked numerous
Easter eggs. and
Easter
everything.
eggs for just mad Marvel movies. Yeah, he's
That was
a little bit of
mad.
bad
Just
juju on
let's sit back and enjoy what Marvel did with that chess move.
it. But now, really, all right. Let shoe on the other foot. Right? How many versions of Spider-Man have we gone through?
3.
3, right?
I just hope this is the last, man.
Well, that was gonna be my question. Do you really think this is the last Spider-Man that we'll see? Like, I don't think like series or characters or even Marvel, they don't really make those long drawn out cast members or actors in those roles anymore. Like, I think about like Thor. I think about, you know who had like probably the longest run is Hugh Jackman when you really think about it. Hugh Jackman has the longest run from a character depiction in Marvel.
Well, he's not. He was with Fox.
It doesn't matter. Still Marvel. Still Marvel. Just keep it Marvel is what I'm saying. Just Marvel.
Kind of.
What do you mean, kinda? He's played Wolverine. Don't
Yeah, but
make this difficult. He's been like that's. I hate Nas. Nas will try to make a fight out of what's really clear. That's the only Wolverine you've ever seen. Yes or no? Yes.
Yeah, that's because Fox.
So that's what I'm saying.
Fox owns that property.
They don't. My point is just film companies don't really do that anymore. You only see the 3-offs. Like, think about it. Batman Begins 3-off. Spider-Man, they said will be a 3-off. It's only supposed to be 3 movies.
That's kind of recent. because if you go let's go to the way back, Mr. Peabody. Let's go on the way back machine. Mm-hmm. You had
Mr. Peabody. Hold on, that's from Clue. What do you mean?
Don't ever.
I thought that was fucking Bullwinkle.
No, that's
Mr. Peabody?
Mr. Peabody is from the movie Clue. And he is one of the people.
Guys, you're getting lost.
I am, good. Sorry. I just heard the Mr.
Michael
Peabody.
Keaton was the original Batman.
True.
Then they switched it
To Val.
Kilmer.
Mm-hmm.
Then it went to George Clooney, and that's with the bat nipples, right?
Yeah, that's when shit started getting weird.
That's when it went left, right? When Mr. Fiddy, everybody chill.
Yeah,
That's right.
it got super weird.
That was a dope line.
And then Bane was a heroin addict and shit. Like, it was really bad.
Poison Ivy was with Thurman.
It was just really bad. He was shooting up some bad shit.
I do like that movie though.
You would like that movie.
It's so cheesy, it's good.
There are a lot of cheesy. There's only a few cheesy movies, but there's certain cheesy movies that are just cheesy. I can never watch again. Like Daredevil, I can never watch.
What about Tank Girl?
I've never seen it.
Oh,
What's Tank Girl?
I didn't even know that there was a girl in a tank and that had it. I don't.
But I say all that.
That's Marvel?
No, I say all that to say these trilogies are fairly recent with the original Spider-Man. What's this dude's name?
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire. Mm-hmm. That's when that really kicked off. And X-Men. Well, matter of fact, I'm lying. Blade really reignited the superhero and Marvel universe.
No, I don't think you attribute that. I don't.
Blade, please do not disrespect Passenger 57. Okay,
I'm not, and that's not his name in the movie.
Murder at 1600.
All I'm
don't
saying,
disrespect my man Wesley Snipes.
That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is I don't think that you would attribute that strategy or design of film to Blade.
Why not? But Blade is 3 movies.
I hear you.
He's a superhero.
I hear you. What I'm saying is
nobody believed in the character.
I'll let you finish.
Yeah, please let me finish.
I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
All right. Don't minimize what Wesley Snipes did. Please don't. Okay.
Well, let's see what his argument is.
I didn't even get to speak.
Well, no,
all I'm saying is when you think about character development in movies, right? Mm-hmm. And if you think if we're going with that's the blueprint of 3 movies, 4 movies, whatever your blueprint is, I don't think that blueprint came from Blade movies. I think that did in fact start with Toby, or I can make an argument that it started with Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. So that's what I'm saying. Please. No one is ever in their right state of mind going to walk the earth and say, oh, no, the reason why we're doing 3 movies is because Wesley Snipes was great in Money Train and we thought he'd be a good vampire. That's not what we're saying.
That's exactly what happened.
That's not what happened.
You see, kids, let me tell you something.
So are you saying that there's no character development in Blade?
No. What is wrong with y'all today?
Okay.
I'm not saying any of this.
No, he didn't say. He's trying to attribute the success.
What I'm saying is, no, not even the success. What I'm talking about is there's obviously a blueprint, right, with doing movies, especially Marvel movies. Marvel has a blueprint. You know you're going to get an Easter egg, and in every Marvel movie that they release, there's always an Easter egg to another villain or superhero that they are introducing. You following so far? With doing that, I'm saying there's also a blueprint in their character development. Nas is saying, yo, that started with Wesley Snipes in Blade. I'm saying, no, it did not.
That's exactly what I just said.
That's not.
You said there was no character development in Blade. Am I bugging? Am I hearing him wrong?
Yes.
My fault.
What is happening right now?
The fact of the matter is, nobody ever wants to give York his credit. That's the fact of the matter. And Brandon is a clear indication that nobody ever gives York. Do you even know who York is?
Of course not.
Of course. You know who York is?
I don't care. Y'all are getting off my point.
No.
This has nothing to do with what I'm talking about right now.
Let me get this off real quick.
Forget what off for what. This has nothing to do with what
you're
the
yelling.
point.
You're
this
escalating.
Has nothing
you're
to
escalating.
Do with the point.
Right now, Lewis and Clark discovered America, right?
Lois and Clark.
Who?
Lois and Clark.
I thought, isn't it Lewis?
It is Lewis and Clark.
Thank you. It's Lewis and Clark.
Yeah, Lois and Clark is Superman.
Thank
No, I
you.
thought he was talking about the show.
Please, let me finish, Brandon. All right? Nobody ever gives Saskatchewan, this native, that broad was there with Lewis and Clark. But you don't want to give York, the black man who was saving Clark's ass every 5 minutes, his goddamn credit, who spoke 3 Native American languages and led these motherfuckers across the nation. Everybody forgets York. This bitch has a fucking golden dollar after her. Lewis and Clark has universities. Who the fuck is York? Nobody ever.
I'm sorry. What does this have to do with anything of what we're talking about now? We're talking about character development, and now he's taking us on the Pentecostal church and all this other stuff. Like, what are you talking about right now?
I'm bringing it home now. Tobey Maguire is Lewis and Clark. They get all the credit, but it's actually York, Blade, Wesley Snipes who kicked everything off. Who saved Marvel?
No, that's not. I don't know what's happening here.
You don't know what's happening. Think about it, brother. Think about it, man. You're being swept up in this Tobey Maguire.
Is it just me? I'm lost. I don't know where his point went. All I'm talking about is simple.
You saying that Tobey Maguire kicked it off, and I'm telling you it's Blade.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's
I
exactly
don't know how that's being missed. What I'm saying is, you don't walk the earth. No one walks this earth. If we do a poll, no one is gonna walk the earth and say, "Yo, Blade is the sole reason why Marvel is successful and has this blueprint that they have." No.
And nobody's going to walk the earth and say York is the reason why motherfuckers made it out to Oregon.
No, but that has nothing to do with anything. What are you talking about right now?
I don't know what's up with this guy in York.
Yeah, I don't know. But like, what are you? You're not even making sense. I'm off you. You're not making no sense. I don't know what you're talking about.
They'll get it. The people will get it.
They're not gonna get it.
Yeah, 100% they'll get it.
What we're talking about
Nas,
again.
we live in New York. Is that enough for you? Is that enough York for you?
My hat
York
is
appreciation.
York. Like, I don't know what he's talking about. But nevertheless, my point. I'll talk to the audience. My point was more so. I wonder if that sort of, I guess, allegiance or loyalty will remain when you think about character development and character branding. Like, I feel like it's too far in between now, where a lot of the actors and actresses that are on set, like a lot of the litigations get into it really messes up just the films. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much, and I guess that's business, right? Like, the business sport is supposed to come first, right? Like, you want to get paid, you want to be taken care of. I get it, but at what point do you kind of put that aside for the goal? I guess.
Those suits don't care.
Yeah, right. They don't care about that.
That's how DC got messed up, because it's too many chefs in the kitchen.
Well, exactly, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you figure Marvel is on a really, 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 really good run, and it's like they're starting to do things that are going to put them in a bad spot. And I think that with this acquisition, the reacquisition of Spider-Man, they're looking at it like, well, no, we're going to clean this up. It'll be fine. We'll get back to where we're supposed to be.
He gets it.
How do you think Marvel would have been without Spider-Man?
How do I think Marvel would have been without Spider-Man? I don't know. Let Nas tell it. Blade was really the future, and we don't know what we're talking about. So I mean, I don't really know.
Listen, man.
All I know is that can you look up some stats? Maybe I'm asking a dumb question, but I almost feel like the Spider-Man movies did better than Blade movies.
They did.
I'm talking to Chris. I want to have a conversation with Chris. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I want to talk to Chris. Chris, can you tell me just sales what they did roughly, performance-wise?
Listen, man. You have to look up.
I just want to hear what Chris has to say about the stats.
The numbers are going to be skewed, people. It's a jaded opinion.
Now the numbers are going to be skewed. You're great.
It's going to be skewed. It is. Listen, babe. It's simple facts.
Don't call me babe. Let's be clear. Don't call me babe.
It's simple facts, bro.
Not. Regardless of anything, we're getting off on tangent. My point is about character development, and I wonder what these next phases will be. Because if they're going to interchange characters left and right for contractual reasons or for whatever the other reasons are, it's very hard for me myself to get vested into it, because now I have to adjust to these scenes, right?
Box office for Blade, total box office for Blade is $131.2 million. The Spider-Man from 2002, $821 million. Okay.
Thanks, Chris. We're gonna go on to the next topic. I think I proved my point. Yeah, I think I proved my point. So it's fine. You and G can have your little text conversations of unity, and the people that really do research and look up stuff, they'll go with common sense. Thanks, big guy.
Oh yeah.
So look, you can't even breathe. He doesn't even know what to say. He doesn't even know what to say.
It's preposterous.
Now it's preposterous. I know. It's
Wilson, come on, man.
Listen,
it's preposterous.
I'm
gonna stay out of this one.
Yeah, you should. Okay, so we're gonna go to Eddie Murphy. So Eddie Murphy is back in the news from, and I don't know if this was confirmed or not, but apparently we'll say a spokesperson from Eddie Murphy's business dealings or whatever, pretty much went on record and said that Eddie Murphy wanted to apologize for a lot of the ignorant comments that he made during Eddie Murphy Delirious and Eddie Murphy Raw. Now, if you've seen any of those stand-ups, which by far for me are the most legendary stand-ups I think I've ever seen in my life, I get why he's saying that. I understand, obviously, with the nature of the content between the LGBTQ community. I also understand, I guess, where he's at with the allegations pending with his sexuality and all these other things. So I get it. Maybe I've read different sides of this. I've read where, oh no, this is the marketing cleanup, where because he's about to go on a promo run, he's also about to put out his Netflix special. So yeah, he's got to clean it up. I've also read, well, no, he's probably cleaning this up because he himself is a part of the LGBTQ community. Community. I don't want to miss any letters, huh?
Since when?
Well,
That transgression was a long time ago.
It doesn't matter. These are still things that are looming. Like we probably won't get any answers. Not that I really care, but we won't get any answers until those specials come out.
I don't like that he apologized, allegedly apologized, if he did apologize.
Well, that's my thing. That hurt my, like when I read it, it hurt my. I sent it to the chat. Like that hurt my feelings. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's way too late.
Like,
well, there's not only that. It's just like,
no.
It also seems a little bit opportunistic because he has a new special coming out.
Well, that's my thing, but I look at it.
It's like he's trying to get ahead of it.
That's what I took it as. If I'm being honest, like for you to go back, that's one of your most impactful stand-ups, right? Eddie Murphy Delirious and Eddie Murphy Raw are classic bodies of stand-up with bits, with segues, with like there's a whole element there, right? Even down to the leather suit that he had on. Like people back in the day weren't wearing red leather suits or purple. Like he was giving it up like that. So for me, again, that was the first stand-up I've ever seen in my life. So that's why I hold that a little close to me. It's that, Richard Pryor, George Carlin, and it was somebody else. These are the first set of stand-ups that I saw. So for me, like that's what made the joke great. It's because you know what? I guess my problem is, and I'm maybe y'all agree, maybe won't. I feel like comedy is supposed to be unfiltered. Comedy is supposed to be raw and uncut. It's the one place where you're supposed to address and attack social injustices or social issues without bias, because the point of comedy is to laugh at bad situations and then either give some context or just keep the bit the way it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be scrutinized the way it is now. So my question is, what should we be worried for the new special that's coming?
Yeah, I think because he's going to censor himself, and he hasn't been around like Dave Chappelle and Bill Burr to kind of navigate these waters. He's been out of the stand-up realm for years. Mm-hmm. I don't like the apology simply because when he made those specials, he's working with the information that he was given at the time. Mm-hmm. You know, yeah, some of the jokes now, looking back on it, is like, oh, it's kind of rough, but giving the context of the time.
But no, even looking back at it now, maybe just because I'm biased, it's comedy.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it, but
it's comedy. That's the point of comedy.
He's more so. I think he's more so apologizing for a time, maybe not necessarily what he said. Because, I'm sure when he said he probably didn't feel like any malice towards them. But the way how things are today, it's like...
He feels maybe he needs to take it back.
Because people are going to go back and listening to his... Hold on. Go back, listening to his old specials.
Yeah.
And, they're going to get up in arms about it. So if he already apologizes for it, it's perfect.
Ahead of it.
But as far as like him doing like comedy and censoring himself, I don't think he's going to do that. Because he himself said he's not going to go up and do a special without hitting the club circuits for... a while before he even hits the stage.
Well, regardless of it, he already has a Netflix special coming. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
well, that's a movie though.
No,
it's a stand-up.
That's a stand-up.
Oh no. He has a stand-up coming, but there's no date on that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think there is a date. There is a date on it. Yeah, October 25th.
October 25th.
Yes, there is a date
of this year.
So he already shot it.
Must have been. He had to.
I'm sure.
Also, he must have been fronting on like comedians with cars and all that other shit.
Yeah, the people lie, Wilson.
No, I don't think. No. Let me be clear. Well, y'all, what do y'all mean? Y'all work in media. I'm sure that they probably recorded that months ago and are just now releasing it. Like,
yeah, but no, I think Listen, man. These
I would think a man that's been out for that long would need probably like a year
No.
back
Yeah.
in the clubs.
No way.
Yeah, for sure.
No way.
Doing
No
comedy?
way. No way.
for sure.
Do you think Michael Jordan right now could walk on a basketball court and hit a 3-pointer?
That's not the same thing.
That's not the same thing. That's like that's a practice shot. Nobody's guarding.
You might have a chance of beating. You might have a
nobody's
chance of beating him in
Y'all-
horse
y'all-
now.
Y'all missing it. What I'm talking about is God-given talent. There's certain things that people have God-given talent for.
Comedy's different though.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Can Michael Jordan?
No.
Can Michael Jordan walk on a court and do a 360 dunk?
No, you're talking about competing versus actually getting something done. What
Yeah,
I'm
this is
saying
competing for him.
What I'm
This
saying
is
is
competing for Eddie Murphy.
I'm just saying anybody can hit a three.
No, I don't think this is competing for Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy is the bar for comedy. That's why people like Jerry Seinfeld and all these other people look at him with such regard, regardless of anything.
Hold on.
Regardless of anything that's happened with him in the past between transvestites or anything like that, they look at him like, yo, he is comedic God.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not.
hold on. He was the bar for comedy. The bar now is Dave Chappelle.
Hold on. Pump your brakes.
Period.
Pump your brakes, Wilson.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Pump your brakes. You're talking about the GOAT. You're talking about the GOAT and Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is this comedy is a competitive sport.
Mm-hmm.
It takes practice. What Eddie is doing with this release is a game. Asking if Michael Jordan can hit a 3-point shot unguarded and uncontested. Ask me if Michael Jordan can go suit up right now, play and run a court at Rucker right
But
now
that's
with
what
the young boys.
I think that's what y'all are missing. What I'm saying is simple. I'm talking about just God-given talent. Forget competing.
He's
y'all,
funny.
just forget
How many
that.
specials- how many specials did Eddie do?
Wait, just get off. Wait, because y'all let's stay on track. Let's stay on track. What I'm saying is simple. I'm talking about God-given talent, right?
I understand.
Regardless of anything,
Yes.
If you're funny, you're funny. No matter what room you in, no matter what, you're funny. If you could rap, that don't leave you. Now, whether it's good or not, that's a difference. That's a difference. We're not talking about whether it's good or bad. We're talking about, can Eddie Murphy just get up there and go tell some jokes and you walk out of that room and laugh, at least some. That's what I'm saying. We're talking about just without practice. There's certain people that just have it, and there's certain people that don't.
I wouldn't necessarily call a bad. If he's gonna do a bad comedy special, let's not call that God-given talent.
You're missing what I'm saying. Why
I
are you
get-
guys?
I get exactly
feel like
what you're
this
saying.
is one big episode of missing what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, we're talking about just talent.
Yeah,
just talent. Just talent.
I understand, but you're completely leaving out the fact that comedy is an exercise.
I'm not leaving that out.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
You're saying, can he go in the room and make people laugh? Yes.
That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's it. That's my argument.
But there's a whole
but
bunch of
that's
bad
not-
comedians that could do that.
Yeah, but that's
which
not a
is my
special.
point. Which is my point. Who says it can't be a special? Do you realize just because Eddie is a big person, he can go in there and tell some bullshit jokes? You know who just did that to me? That wasn't good. It wasn't really a good special, but people liked it. But you could see where it was. It just Mike Epps. Mike Epps' last special was not good. Mike Epps' special was it was almost uncomfortable because the jokes weren't hitting. The bits that were supposed to come back around at the end didn't really tie in. Like there was a few things there for me.
You see, now I wonder how much Mike hits the clubs though doing comedy.
Yeah.
Because doing comedy, you have to, like, I hear Joe Rogan talk about it all the time. He goes like 5 days a week to go do comedy.
Correct.
You can't
Do you
slack
thi-
on
do you-
that.
Do you think Joe Rogan is funnier than Eddie Murphy?
No. Absolutely not.
I'll tell you what.
I'm just asking. That doesn't. I don't have a stance. I just
I'll
want
tell
to
you
know your
what.
thoughts.
I laugh at Joe Rogan's new special more than I laughed at Eddie Murphy's.
You haven't seen it
You
yet.
haven't seen it yet.
Joe Rogan's last one on Netflix. Yes,
So
I have.
Eddie Murphy's latest one.
I said more than his old ones because that's all we have to reference to. What are you
Yeah.
guys talking about?
I can put Raw and Delirious up against any comedy special, including Joe Rogan's.
Because you're a nostalgia type dude.
No, because the jokes hit.
The
Well,
ice,
yeah.
the ice cream joke is not that funny anymore.
Oh, you're bugging. You're bugging.
Sorry.
Well, you didn't have a childhood, so
Word.
this is already established in previous
he
episodes.
was the kid that couldn't get the ice cream.
Listen. I love Eddie Murphy. Love him.
No, you don't.
Respect everything that he did,
No, you don't.
right?
I-
Right?
no.
But to call him the bar of comedy, you have to say past tense, was. Because Dave Chappelle is today. Dave Chappelle did 5 specials in what, 2 years?
Fam.
Unheard of.
It did. Listen,
Unheard of.
bro.
It's not really true. How many has Kevin done?
Not 5 in 2 years.
I think he's done more
And-
than that.
and-
He's
and-
definitely done more
yeah,
than
but
that.
Dave-
Comedy specials?
Dave
Yeah.
is funnier than Kevin.
Huh?
Dave Chappelle is funnier than Kevin Hart.
He is, but I think Dave is a little bit more strategic, and I also think that Dave could probably do more if he wanted to. I think Dave comes out when he feels like coming out, and I think Dave
Is
is
the
just of the level where I don't know.
He's the greatest of all time.
You can't say that. Like, you have to break it down in errors.
Yeah.
You can't in
like,
anything. It has to be errors.
You can't. But even still, let's say if Eddie could come out, like even if we talking about the car show that you were talking about with Seinfeld,
Comedians in Cars.
Yeah, correct. That show, even Jerry and Eddie just having that little bit of banter was the funniest shit I've ever seen in quite some time.
That's because Jerry Seinfeld will go up in the pantheon of comedians.
Correct, but even the joke,
they're funny people, but hitting that stage is different.
Yeah, I'm telling you, hitting that.
Yeah, but I think you being all right. Well, maybe we'll just agree to disagree. I'll say, because I think I'm looking at it from a different perspective. Like I look at it like from The Last Dragon. When you look at people that have a certain glow with them, like Leroy had a glow, you know what I'm saying? Like Show Enough had a glow. I feel like Eddie will forever have a glow. It don't.
Yeah,
he's one of those people. You give him an hour. It's like me. Like when I was still performing. Like even right now, I don't know any Joe Budden lyrics, right? But if I was to go on stage, the moment, literally, it's like muscle memory. The moment I hear a record, I start mumbling. And then it comes right back. It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
It's the same
like saying,
thing. There's certain people out there that literally, it's like flipping a switch.
Fam, if Jordan stepped on the court and played LeBron one-on-one right now, who would win?
We're not talking about who would win. I think that's what
you said Eddie's the greatest of all time. But this is what you're saying, that Eddie's going to step on that stage and destroy without any practice.
Who said that? Did that ever come out of my mouth? I don't ever remember saying that. All I said was one of you two
that's
said.
What you're implying.
You two said
just because you speak louder than me doesn't mean you're right.
No, one of you two said, "Yo, he would have to go and brush up first." And I said,
"I think he needs a year."
Yeah, you said he needs a year. I said I don't think he needs a year because it's Eddie Murphy. I know how Eddie Murphy gives it up. I know his comedic genius, and I know when you see a certain creative like that, like how they are. I personally don't think it would take a year for Eddie to get a special together and or put a nice little quick set together and have everyone laughing. I think Eddie is bold enough to address all the issues out there that are happening and do it in a witty way. Even like I was saying, when he was riding around the car, a lot of the jokes that him and Jerry were saying in the car to me were hilarious. Like the bum giving the, I won't say bum, but the homeless guy having a conversation with the other homeless guy and saying, yo, it's funny because one of them is clearly giving advice to the other one. That's normally how it works in conversation. That's funny to me. Or even the bit that Eddie says when he's talking about the aunts in the car and he does a little hand, like it's funny things that.
You have two of the greatest comedians of all time sitting in the car together just talking. What did you think that conversation was going to be like?
I didn't think it was going to be like anything. I'm just saying
it's going to be hilarious.
Funny.
Hey, hold on, just so I know for future, we can't call homeless people bums.
I don't know.
That's on Brandon.
Maybe it is on me, but I just feel like they're not bums. I know. Like for example, I've found out a friend of mine is homeless now, but I wouldn't say he's a bum. I just think he fell on hard times.
Yeah, falling on hard times and actually trying, you're homeless. You sitting out there with a piece of cardboard asking for $2 to get a beer, you're a bum.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that. I think people are, could be sick or like that's very narrow-minded to just put one person in a box. Say, oh no, he's a bum because he's asking for beer. I don't know. People are sick. You
could be asking for.
That doesn't make sense to me. But
plus, beer's delicious. Like,
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not mad at him.
Nutritious on many levels.
You don't have a place to live, nor do you have a source of income. But your priority is beer.
Because people are sick. Now, there are people out in the world that don't have the wherewithal to know how to navigate in the world. They don't know how to maneuver and to use whatever they have presently.
And alcohol numbs pain.
Yeah, like what are you talking about? Alcoholism is a sickness. That's just ignorant.
Fam, you lost your job. Your girl broke up with you. You're emotionally distraught. You can't pay your rent. You're homeless. You're falling on hard times. You have my sympathy. You choosing to wake up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon to pick up a sign that says, I need $2 for a Heineken or OE or Mad Dog or King Cobra, you're a bum, bro.
Well, you also got to remember bums. Like they don't have the internet. Like they
That's
can't
not
go.
true because we passed a homeless person with a cell phone.
Oh yeah, we did see a homeless dude with a cell phone, stretched out, watching Netflix.
Hold on.
But yo, his subscription was probably going to end soon though. But or he might have got the free trial. But yo. Bums don't have the internet, like they can't go job hunting. They can't take a shower for an interview.
But even with all of that, him saying, "Yo, you waking up and asking for beers," again, I'm harping on a more serious point. We're talking about alcoholism. Like, I don't think that's funny. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try not to say bums, because I don't look at them as bums. I've used the word bums, right? But I just say homeless just because you don't know what the circumstances are. And so, yeah, there are homeless people that wake up and want Coke 45 or whatever, but that is the sickness talking. That is very important to note. You can't dismiss anything like that because then it's ignorant.
Okay, Brandon,
That's what I'm saying.
you have a big heart, and I have an icebox where my heart used to be.
Well, that's true. Now this is a cold motherfucker.
Yeah, like I don't.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. I got you.
I'm just being honest. All right, Kanye.
Yes.
Jeez.
Do you want to open up this topic?
I would love to. I would love to.
Wylson, keep it in your pants.
Yeah, word.
Don't worry about what's in or out of my pants, punk. so with you said Eddie Murphy special comes out when?
24th. Or 25th, is that? Sorry.
Yeah, I'll be watching that on the 26th. Because you know what else comes out on the 25th? You know what time it is. The Kanye movie.
Do you even know what it's about?
It's about Jesus. It's about Jesus. But most importantly, it's about Kanye.
Oh, my God. All right. So
most importantly, it's about Kanye.
So in a theater near you, Kanye will be dropping... I don't know if it's most anticipated because I think this was like a sneak movie, but he will be releasing a movie in IMAX theaters across the world. What is the name of this? It's Kanye's. It's Jesus is King. Kanye is King. Something like that. Jesus is King. Jesus is
Synonymous.
King. Synonymous. And then the album is supposed to be dropping. Now, mind you, we record on Sunday, so you guys will hear this after the fact. It should have dropped already. If you're not hearing it at this present moment, then yeah, this is what's happening right now.
Yeah, it's supposed to drop today.
But
allegedly.
But he did go on to say, and a spokesperson, I'll say, went on to say that he was no longer making secular music, and I'll quote it just so I get it right, because we don't want to mess that up, right? So let me go back.
Still not out yet.
Well, they said it's going to be out tonight.
Yeah.
So
I believe it was a double XL
we'll see.
article where somebody quoted it.
Came from a journalist.
Yeah.
Fake Short Drive.
Fake Short, yes. Fake Short Drive said that, quote, that Kanye will no longer be making secular music, rather, from this moment on. So I don't know if it's after this body of work, because an album is coming, or if he's encompassing this album being the start of the non-secular music.
Well,
now in pre-production, you were saying we're taking it too literal.
I believe so.
I'm just going off of the word secular, and he said he was strictly making gospel music.
Now, I say that because reported in 2016, Kanye said that Life of Pablo is gospel music. So, you know what I'm saying?
And I could see that. It's clearly a gospel feel to it.
Now, the leak song, New Body, with Nicki Minaj, doesn't sound like secular music. Depends on how you look at it. He's making people love their own body. No matter what's up with it or what somebody says about it. Sounds pretty secular to me.
How long did you stay up to think about this defense?
I didn't. I just found out that he said that today.
But you could see how this could be an issue for musicians in the gospel realm, right?
Listen,
they were with him. Kirk Franklin was there.
He can
with
make
him.
a song that says, I love prostitutes, fuck them all day. They some beautiful women, all yay, or something like that.
That was
That's
kind of
secular.
fire. That's kind of fire.
It was kind of hard.
I'm not editing
That's
that.
secular music. He's showing love to the downtrodden.
Yeah, he's not showing love to the downtrodden. Number one.
I'm just saying.
Number two, don't say that. Number two. My only thing is that you can't say you're no longer making secular music, and then you have no body, and then in the same sentence say, moving forward, I'm only making gospel music. Like, if you think about gospel music,
What's the definition of the gospel?
I don't know, but I know it's not talking about new body.
All I
Kind
know
of
is
is.
prostitutes in Nevada make $100,000 a year. They're not downtrodden.
Teaching or revelation of Christ.
Wait, hold on. What's that?
The definition of gospel is the teaching or revelation of Christ.
And what was the revelations of Christ? To love everyone.
That's relative. it's relative.
All I'm saying is you can't take those words literally.
I don't. I just, you know what it is? I think
Words have no meaning.
if I'm being honest, for Kanye, I do feel like certain words. I really think he's a vibe. and by vibe I mean like whatever he is feeling. Like I think even the music that he's creating right now, I think it is from God, right?
Exactly.
And I think that the his point of saying I'm
The
no
vibe
longer,
will be secular.
Can you get off his nuts for me?
Hey, man, I'm hyping you up. What are you talking about?
I'm the hype
Why
man.
I'm your hype man.
Why are you so nice?
I'm your hype man. You just started talking. It was just muscle memory.
But no,
it came to me.
No, but when you hype man, you're supposed to say like the words that I say after. You're not supposed to just add ad libs that don't even make sense with the record.
Well, I'm rusty. Come on.
You-
Go ahead.
Nevertheless, no, but seriously, I think that the music that he's making, I think that is the gospel aspect. So I agree with you. At least I think. I don't know. He could very well think that, oh no, me and you could be 100% wrong. He could be like, oh no, I'm talking about this is gospel music. And he could really think that this is gospel music, the essence of gospel music. And if that's the case, I can see there being some discrepancies within you know, that genre of music. That's all I'm saying. I don't know how. And did you even the clips that they were putting out? A lot of people are making notice to the fact that all of the crowds were nothing but like the majority of the people were Caucasian people. So
They can't enjoy music?
well, I don't look at it like that, but I look at it like you can see
it's a crime to be white and enjoy music?
No. What I'm saying is you can see where his audience has changed, right? Like the majority of his audience were minorities starting out, and now to see where it is now, it's a little different.
Well, I think the majority of every rapper's audience is white.
Yeah.
There's way more of them in America.
I agree, but it's
It's a sheer numbers thing now.
Yeah.
It is, but it's just interesting to see where Kanye started into where he is now. I honestly don't care whether he makes secular or non-secular. I'm just happy because it feels like he's in a better place, right? Like
Yeah, he's in a great space.
He seems so much more calm. He seems okay.
That's Kim K.
I think we give her a lot of credit for it too. I think I love that she holds him down. Like even throughout this whole thing, he hasn't been tweeting. I think, you know, it's great that he is afforded time to really focus in on the body of work that he's putting out. And you have Kim just tweeting, well, no, guys, listen, check it out. Relax. It's coming. Making some tweaks. Like, I like that. Get your man's back. That's fire.
Word.
I agree.
Facts.
I concur.
Hey, you get no argument.
Do you
out
have
there.
anything bad to say about this topic? Do you have anything bad? You don't see how this could go wrong at all. Like, you just think that's it.
It can't go.
What are you expecting from this album? Because it's not really much out there. All we have is the artwork that looks like it's from the Ten Commandments, and then we have Kanye.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be the type of gospel that everybody thinks it's going to be.
I don't think it's going to be that gospel either.
But it will be gospel.
I think it will be very much like Life of Pablo. That's what I think. And for me, I love Life of Pablo. I know most people don't like that album. I love Life of Pablo.
I look at Wolves like it's a church song.
I look at the intro like a gospel song with Kelly Price on it. Listen, that is gospel for me.
Yeah.
The words, the chords, like the melodies, everything in that for me is gospel. So if that is his version of gospel, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Because on Wolves, Sia is mankind.
Yeah.
Vince, that's the devil. Kanye's God.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
I like how you broke that down.
I'm not. Yeah, I agree with that, and I feel like he read that, but I won't snitch.
No, not at all.
No, he was in whatever perverted basement he lives in.
That's the last time you guys ever FaceTime me. And I wanted to say the N-word. I stopped myself.
He actually said that. He actually broke that down. I could see him staring at the ceiling like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, Kanye. I get it. I hear you.
I wonder what this means, though. Will he get into motion picture films now? Like, do you see that coming?
Yeah, his ego will take him there.
Why you guys say something like that?
Because that's where
His ego.
his ego will take him.
I mean,
there.
Nas is right. I think you got to have an ego. He even said he has a big ego. He made a song about having a big ego. I think in any aspect of entertainment, you have to have some sort of ego. You have to. Because it's either that or, you kind of chump.
fall to the wayside.
Yeah, you can't.
All right.
You got to have an ego.
His ego will
that's
take him
fair.
there. He feels like he is a success in fashion and sneakers, right? Bringing in over $150 million.
Yeah,
last year.
something stupid.
That was in his pocket.
Yeah,
Grossed
but
over $1 billion. So
yeah, successful music. He'll go down as one of the greatest producers ever.
the greatest. Go on.
So the next thing up is movies. I'm personally not going to go support the movie, but
I'm gonna support it. I'm a Kanye fan. I don't have anything against Kanye. I want people to be whoever they are. And if this is Kanye, great. If he's somebody else tomorrow, then cool.
I don't have anything against Kanye.
No, you do.
I don't.
Brandon, you made a face when I said he's the best producer of all time.
I didn't even hear you say that.
Okay, but you agree though, right?
He's one of.
He's one of. He's one of.
He's the best.
He's one of. I don't know if he's.
He has the power to make anybody sound amazing.
No,
I think that's the point of producers and engineers.
He kind of missed on that.
Well, most producers can't do that.
That Tiana Taylor album kind of missed.
That Tiana Taylor album is
Nah,
that shit is dope.
That album is dope. It just should have been longer. I would have taken off "Work This Pussy" and I would have taken off the other record.
So
you
it's a
take
miss.
off
So it's a
and the
miss.
record with Kanye.
So it's a miss.
No, it's not. Two out of 7 records or 8 records, I take off 2. That's good. That's not bad. And that still qualifies for the Grammys, so that's fine. The other thing I'm killing him. The other thing I
agreeing
wanted
with
to
you today.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
this is we're aligned. We're aligned. What do y'all think about this Clips record with Kenny G?
I haven't heard it.
All I'm thinking about is Kenny G. Moving weight, cross state to state, push.
Listen,
Well,
That's gonna be crazy.
Malice already went into gospel music.
Huh?
no malice.
No malice.
Yeah, no malice. I'm sorry.
And
Right?
I did hear a few records from the what I'll say is non-secular. I don't know if he classifies himself as non-secular music, but I guess I'll say that because he is gospel. It wasn't bad. And I felt like he was still selling drugs in the church, kind of like Malice is still kind of with it. To me.
No malice.
Why can't I say Malice?
Because his name is No Malice.
I know that, but I don't want to keep saying No Malice. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Like that's like saying I have to say Kanye West. Like I just want to say Kanye.
Yes.
Why are you so?
Yes.
No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
His name is Meta World Peace, not Ron Artest. You still
That's
call-
different. That's a whole completely name change. That's like that doesn't make any sense. I feel like y'all just want to argue with me today. And all I want to do is record and pod. That's it. Like I don't understand what's happening.
Respect my man.
You don't even know him. You don't
Respect
know
my
him.
man.
You've
No
never even
malice.
heard a Malice album.
No,
Have
I
you heard a
haven't.
Malice album?
No malice? No, I haven't.
I know you haven't.
But
I know you haven't. I know you haven't.
I respect him enough to call him no malice.
You don't respect enough to listen to the music, so that's fine.
He's got a point there.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
He kind of does.
I'm cooking him today. You're like eggs. I'm just flipping you up in the pan. Just flipping you up. Look, he's got nothing. He's got nothing. I'm killing him today. He's got nothing. But seriously, what do you think about it? I'm big
Come
on.
on, Brandon, how the fuck do you cook your eggs?
Exactly. That's
Who
what I
the
was,
fuck flips eggs?
You don't make a.
What are you making, a pizza?
No, you don't. First off, I can cook really well, and second of all, you don't. When you make egg whites or just let eggs over easy, you don't flip it. No, you don't get busy in the kitchen. Like
Your
I
flip
cook.
was kind of high.
It was.
But, okay.
I will record it. I can cook very, very well. Extremely well.
Well,
actually.
that wasn't the question. It was just why.
I was actually talking to him. What were you saying? I'm done. Listen, for the rest of the episode, rest in peace. You're dead.
Wilson definitely puts OE in his eggs.
He definitely does. He definitely does.
That doesn't sound bad. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's straight from Juice, by the way. That's and he didn't even know that. He didn't know that. That's from Juice. Still was pouring OE or Coke 45. Wait, was it OE or Coke 45?
I don't know. Either way, Wilson's new name is Steel.
No, he looks more like
Raheem?
Raheem. He looks more like Raheem.
Somebody shot Raheem.
Never watched that movie. These joke references.
Hold on,
don't
Wait, hold
affect
on.
me at all.
Whoa.
You never seen Juice?
You've never seen Juice?
I've seen bits and pieces.
No, you haven't. You're lying.
Listen, that is an Ernest Dickerson classic. Classic movie.
What about Minister Society?
He's never seen it. I can look at his face. Look at
Bits and pieces.
Yo, fam. You know what? You're no longer Republican.
I'm sorry.
He's
I'm not
Republican Wilson.
I'm
He's
not
Republican Wilson.
a stereotypical black guy.
Ooh, that hurt.
Yeah, but you don't watch any movies.
Yeah, you don't watch anything.
That's not true.
You don't watch anything. You don't watch anything. You don't listen to music either. You don't. You don't. I have you.
These zingers are coming at me real fast. I'm trying to think. I don't know which one I want to go at first.
Yeah.
What's the last album you listened to? What? No, scratch that. What's the last album you've listened to?
I'm Him by Kevin Gates last night.
Okay.
You know who album I heard was really, really good?
He wasn't expecting that one.
Young
was he?
M.A. I definitely wasn't expecting that. That threw me for a loop. Young M.A. I keep hearing that Young M.A.'s album is really, 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 really good.
Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty dope.
She can rap. I haven't gotten to it yet.
She goes.
But I'm going to.
Just for confirmation. All right.
Oh, that's how I know you corny. You went to Kevin Gates Essentials.
No.
You just went. You're an Essentials guy. You're that guy. I don't respect you now. You're an Essentials guy. I can't respect
It's right
you.
here.
Look at
It's
Nas.
right here.
You let iTunes dictate
No,
your
it's
listening
right here.
pleasure.
Yeah, Nas.
No.
Fam, don't ever.
Yo, Nas is the target audience.
Yeah. Nas is the demographic.
Yeah.
It says I am him right here. Just focus on that.
But now
G.
scroll to your essentials.
and it says
scroll to your essentials.
He's the guy they make essentials for.
Yeah.
recently played.
He
Like,
checks.
I never heard of this guy.
He checks the email. He's like, oh,
essentials.
a new playlist is ready. Let me check the essentials.
He's bad.
I'm not
pretty
mad. You're spelling these wild assertions.
What are you talking about? You just pulled up the essentials.
It's about to say these are your assertions. You had
Wild.
essentials and you're recently played.
And
Kevin Gates.
I also had.
He didn't listen. He didn't listen to the
He
album.
didn't. He listened to the essentials.
He thinks Essentials is the album. Kevin Gates
He's like, oh
Essentials.
man, he dropped a new Essentials album. This is gonna be great.
I'll let y'all get this off.
And then he's like, wait, why does this song sound so familiar? Did he remix this one?
Wilson needs a win. He's saying
I do.
piggybacking off of you
Yeah, you know why I'm going hard at Nas? Because when you made that joke, he went down to a knee to laugh.
because it was funny.
Way too much.
For you, he came in so happy. He came in so
All right,
happy. He came in. He was like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" I came in with his goddamn
All right, so
beard.
here's some backstory for
And Brandon said, "Your haircut is terrible."
That's not what I said. That is not what I said. I did not say that.
Well, if you're going to paraphrase it.
Long story short, Wylson came to the studio. He dapped everyone. He was very jolly. I said, "Hey, man, nice haircut." I was like, "It looks just a little weird because I'm used to it being like higher."
You never said nice haircut.
I did say that. I said nice
No, you
cut.
didn't. You were like, I hate your hair.
No, I said I hate the top. I didn't say I hate your hair. I didn't say that. And if I did say that, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
Apology accepted.
your little feelings were hurt. You sitting in the corner crying.
A little bit. He was sulking.
Now I say, "Oh, Nas is an essential guy. Get him, Brandon. Get him."
Don't try to reverse that joke now.
I don't need to reverse it. It was
You tried.
terrible. It was terrible.
You tried.
That's fine. But ladies and gentlemen, this is how you turn people against each other.
He has a Guns N' Roses t-shirt on. Never listen to an album. Never listen to a Guns N' Roses
I
album.
just noticed that.
Oh, is that a diss?
It is a diss.
Never
That's a diss?
He dissed you. He did.
Never listen to a
He dissed
GNR
you.
album.
Yeah, he did.
Never.
And that completely contradicts his rock argument that we had last week.
You know what's funny?
He's got a Guns N' Roses t-shirt on.
No,
I was with him though.
I
I can't really get on him too bad. 'cause
I know.
I sided with him.
Birds of a feather
Yeah.
flock together, as do pigs and swine.
Why didn't
Nas, don't worry about what I'm wearing.
he have a classic hip hop t-shirt on?
You
That is a nice
wear
shirt.
an Adidas hat with an Adidas shirt and Adidas shoes. Okay?
matchy.
Yeah.
Match man.
This nigga-
That's me.
This nigga plays it safe as hell when he gets dressed.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. I can't take risks.
That is the
I
same.
give you guys too many ammo. I give you too much ammo if I take risks.
That's true. Yo, ever since Nas came in with the patches, he's never taken a risk again. Like, Nas will buy just the standard Adidas outfit.
Well, he's the target audience.
Yeah, he is. He is.
I hate you guys.
And on that, though.
You and your stupid haircut.
I knew you felt like that.
That's why you look like cousin Skeeter.
Oh, my God.
Oh, hurry up and end this.
I am. So you can
The
roast
show.
me. We're ending. Want to thank you guys for tuning in. As always,
Patty mayonnaise in the face.
be sure to subscribe. Grassroots Pod on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Be sure to hit the notification button to be notified
Roger
for the latest to the
beats
greatest
ass.
episodes. Erin is out, as you can clearly see. She'll be back. And that's it. We out.
Yo, your man Emmanuel Fresh. I'm out.
Yo, you know what's funny? Yo, when I saw E last night, somebody had took a picture of us together. She runs up to the guy. She's like, "Don't post that picture." I don't think it's because I'm Wilson and nobody's ever seen me.
She just
she just
doesn't
didn't
want
want
to
to
be
see
seen
with
with
me.
you.
I thought that's what it was immediately.
I was about to say, if you needed answers or any type of clarity on what happened,
Yeah.
you just want to be seen with you.
Didn't even mention the podcast.
I am not his
Don't
friend.
post that picture.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
He's Brandon.
Yeah, that's me, Brandon Killabh, BHL.
Again, I'm Emmanuel Fresh.
I'm Wilson.
And we out. Peace.
Grassroots.